Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. We're going to go ahead and do a gameplay review on a mobile game called Rogue Nation. This is by the Moonlit Games. It's actually pre-alpha. You don't get this very often where you get a pre-alpha game that is available for testing to the general public. You can actually go ahead and download this from either the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. So it is compatible with both iOS and Android. So you can go ahead and test it out. I'm going to go ahead and show you the game itself, tell you a little bit of the background about the game, to give you some additional information, go through the actual gameplay so you can see how it actually works and you can play it. And then I'll give you my opinion at the end of the video. Let's go ahead and dive into some of the background of the game before we actually go into the gameplay itself. Just to give you some information around it, if you want to go ahead and access it or go ahead and check out their website, I'll have a link in the description down below, or you can go to moonlitgames.io if you want to go there directly. This is a game, it's an iOS game that is on the Polygon Blockchain. They actually do have some NFTs that are out there. I'm not really going to talk a lot about the NFTs in this video because I want to focus on the actual gameplay itself. Maybe if we get enough feedback that you guys enjoy this game, I'll go ahead and do a follow-up video to talk a little bit more about that. The style of the game is an action RPG, top-down action RPG style game, similar to some of the other games that I've reviewed recently, but it has a cool twist to it. So we'll go ahead and show those details when we actually jump in there. As I already mentioned, it is a mobile game that's available on iOS and Android devices. I have not tested it on BlueStacks. I don't think it'll do very well on BlueStacks just because of the controls that are needed for it. But I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments down below if you had a chance to go ahead and test this on BlueStacks. Again, I have not done that. The video and the stuff we're going to talk about is actually from my mobile device, an iOS device. As far as the launch date, as I mentioned, it's technically not launched yet. I put 2024 in there because it's pre-alpha. So the stage is very early. So understand that what we show in this video could very well change by next week because pre-alpha is considered still the development stage. So a lot can change over the course of the time. Maybe by the time you're watching this, if it's a few weeks from the time I recorded, it could be very different. So understand that going into it. It is free to play, and as of right now, there is no PvP in the game. I have a feeling there will be at some point, but as of right now, there is not. Jumping over to their website very quickly, as I mentioned, this is brought to you by Moonlit Games. It's a studio that does some mobile apps. I have a feeling we're going to have some more coming here in the near future called Rogue Nation available. You can see the art style that's above there, and at least in the video in the background here, top-down RPG, action RPG. You can go ahead, like I said, they have OpenSea, the NFTs. We're not going to talk about it. You can see all the partners that they have in there. As far as the website goes, there's not a ton of information out here. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and put this one out there. So we're going to jump into the game here in a second, but I do want to put the caveat. A few days ago, I did put a video out there as far as the top 5 mobile games on Web 3.0. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, understand that as of the time of that recording, I had not tested this game out. So hang on to the end of the video to get my actual my feedback on this game itself. So you will not see it in that, but we'll talk about it. We'll get to that here shortly. Let's go ahead and jump over to the actual game itself. All right, we are in here just to give you some lay of the land. On the top right or on the top left, we have your rank. The tournament just started, so I didn't get a rank yet in that. Your name, your profile, you have the shop on the bottom left, you have the play area, and then you have the rogues, your characters in the middle left, and then your weapons in the middle right. And then there's the missions on the right side. As far as your characters go, these are the ones that are available for you early. You can kind of get a feel for the difference between the characters just by going through them. Right now they have different weapons attached. As you can see, this one's the one that I'm actually using. I don't know how it compares to the others because I've really only started using this one. So get a feel for it. You can see the damage of the weapons there. You can see the hit points that they have, the movement speed, and all those details as far as the characters go. Now jumping over, take a look at the weapons themselves. There's 2 different types of weapons. There are shotguns, which you can see there that I have equipped right now. There are sniper rifles that are also available. The difference is the clip size, the power, the range, normal weapon types of differences, as you can see from here from the sniper. And then they have the assault rifle, which is the actual one that you start the game out with, is an assault rifle. I've been playing, and I will play in this video, with the shotgun. It's closer range, but it gives you a spread shot, and it's a whole lot more powerful. So that's what we're going to go ahead and use as far as today's video goes. I have tried the assault rifle. I do like that. I have not tried the sniper rifle yet. So let's go ahead. You can also, as you can customize the skins of your character, which is the NFTs I briefly spoke about. I don't have any, so we're not going to dive too far into that. But let's go ahead, and these are the missions that you can go ahead. They have daily missions, weekly missions, and then they have event-driven missions, which is in the bottom here. You just go ahead and you play the game, and you go ahead and get these rewards, and then you can go ahead and take those rewards, the coins, and again, this is the event that we were talking about, but you can go ahead and take those rewards and take them over to the shop here, and you can either spend the in-game tokens or the out-of-game tokens on different rewards, just like any mobile game that's out there with some microtransactions that are available. Again, we're not gonna, you do as you choose with that. You don't have to, but you can. I just wanted to show that. So let's go ahead and jump into the game. This is difficulty 4. I've already done stages 3, the first 3 so far. So we're going to go ahead and actually jump into the actual gameplay itself. All right, once you first jump in here, you're jumping right into the action. It is an auto shooter. So, well, no, I'm sorry, it's not an auto shooter. I was thinking of a different game. You do have to shoot the gun, but it is an auto aiming game. So as you get closer, the closest monster to you is the one that you're going to shoot towards. So you can go ahead and understand that. The thing that you want to try and get in this game is try and get combos, because combos give you better rewards at the end. As you can see in the top middle, I'm a combo 3, combo 4, and it's kind of a timer thing. So if you wait too long to attack someone else, the combo goes down. So you have to be aware of that as you're going through. And again, that's just the better rewards at the end. You can see I cleared room 1. There's a total of 6 rooms, and you can see that barrel I just got. Inside those are little health ones, the barrels that are sparkling. You'll see me grab a lot of those throughout the game, but they help get your health back. Occasionally, a monster also drops those little health cubes that you can go ahead and use. You can see with the shotgun, I'm getting a spray action, but the range is a whole lot closer. There are some powers that you have. You have an AoE, actually 2 AoEs, which I just threw a kind of like a hand grenade there. And then there's a circle one that provides damage to everything that's around you. And I think I'll go ahead and use that. There it is, the circle AoE. And then you have the top power that's on the right there. It just kind of gives you amplified bullets. I can go ahead and they provide more damage, and they basically kill a whole lot faster. So use those as you will. And you see the yellow box there. That is the bullets that you have. Shotgun has 4 in a cartridge. I believe it has less, but as you continue to progress through the game, it does increase. I'm trying to remember if that's correct. But your sniper rifle has 2 in a cartridge, and your assault rifle has 16 in a cartridge, which gives you more, but the damage is a whole lot less. But it's also a middle range weapon. I am enjoying this shotgun. I've used it on a few stages now. Problem is you got to get super close. I do want to try the sniper rifle. The only thing that stopped me from using the sniper rifle yet is only 2 in a cartridge, which is fine if the monsters don't run towards you. As you can see there, I'm getting some health. It's fine if they don't run towards you, but if they do and you only have 2 in a cartridge, it takes a little while to go ahead and reload, which can be a challenge at times. As you can see, I used the AoE and then just used that grenade style of a special weapon, and it put a lot of damage there. And you can see my combo is to the max right now, but my health is going down in this. That was a good combo of monsters in one short area. The neat thing about the monsters also is they have a different range of weapons from melee, which that one I just killed as a melee. It kind of does this charge action towards you. They have shotguns, they have sniper rifles. That guy's a shotgun right there. It gives you the spread damage. I think this other guy that come up here is going to be a sniper. Oh, it's like a crossbow sniper. As you can see, he shoots. It's a slow reload process. I'm going to go ahead and grab some more health before I get to the 5th room. And then we're going to continue to go through this. As you can see, it's a top-down action. It's quite a bit of fun, fast-paced, but it's long enough that it keeps you entertained as far as the 6 stages go, at least as far as I've gotten so far. I have a sneaking suspicion as you go higher and higher in the levels, you may have more rooms. I could be wrong on that. I'm only on stage 4, as you can see here. So it's long enough that it keeps you engaged and gives you that satisfaction, but it's short enough that you're not going to spend a ton of time. So like normal, like most mobile games, if you want to go ahead and play this like in a waiting room while you're waiting to go to the doctor or the eye doctor or dentist or something, you have that ability to do it. But it also gives you enough entertainment as you're going through the process. So we're going through here, we're going through stage or room 5, try and clear it out. And as you continue to progress through, you see on the top left there, you're getting additional points and additional points. And when you're at the end of the overall dungeon, the level of points really dictates what chest you're going to get. And we'll talk about that here shortly once we're done with this dungeon. But we're continuing to go through to try and get through. You got a bunch of shotguns. They're spells. They're technically spell casters, but they act like shotguns. That's why I was mentioning shotguns earlier, because that spread action. And there we go. We just cleared 5. I'm going to do a quick look around because my health is incredibly low. So I'm going to do a quick run around to see if I can find any more health. The challenge that I have with the barrels, like with the monsters, it's easy to aim because it's obviously an auto aim style game. But when you come to the barrels, it can be a little tricky to turn your aim exactly to where you want to shoot. So sometimes you'll see that I miss the barrel just because I have a little bit of a challenge. I'm aim challenged, we'll call it. So we are in the final room right now. We'll throw a grenade there. This guy is melee. You'll see him do a bull rush at me here in a second. And so he won't shoot anything, but he does that bull rush. And they're tougher. They're like a tank. So you saw he was a boss level also. So you saw the little skull that was up there. So we'll go through. He's a melee also. So if I don't kill him in time, he's going to go ahead and do a rush attack. But I was able to get him, and then I need to get these healths. So we are almost done with the dungeon. A few more to go here. Already took out one of the bosses here in the dungeon. And we're going to go ahead and finish off the rest of these. This guy's the crossbow guy that can shoot a good distance, so I got to keep bobbing and weaving. And then we'll go ahead and take out the last guy here, which should be relatively easy. And there we go. We cleared it. We got 48 in-game tokens. Difficulty 4 cleared. And we are here, and you see the bronze chest. I got a bronze chest 3, which is a little higher than the ones I've gotten in the past. Plus, you see all of the stats that I got throughout the game. My health was down to 63. The number of enemies I slain was 43, and so forth. So it's a pretty good run. So let's go ahead and open the chest. The chests actually come with weapons. As you go up in the chest levels, you get upgrades in the weapons. And I got a sniper rifle on this one, which is an upgraded sniper rifle when compared to what I had before. So let's go ahead and quick take a look, compare the two. And there we go. You can see it's just a higher rarity. And as far as the sniper damage goes, it's going to be higher compared to the other sniper rifles. Not quite a shotgun, but that's understandable. So that's really the game in a nutshell. Top-down action RPG. You go through and you attack the different dungeons, one room at a time. Again, this is pre-alpha, so it only really has that one phase that's in there. At the time of this recording, they do have an event going on that's going to actually end here. That's why I didn't really talk about it too much. I briefly showed it. Probably the time you're watching this, there may be 1 or 2 days left, if that. So I didn't want to dive into that too far. But let's talk about my thoughts of the game. I like it. It's very similar to a number of the other top-down RPG games that we just played, that I showed you previously. There are some mixtures to it. I like how it gives you the different weapons and the different chests depending on how well you did in the dungeon itself. There are some things I would change, but again, before I even say this, I want to say it one more time. It is pre-alpha, so there's still a lot of development stages a lot of development processes that are going along. And I've only played a few rounds, as you saw, so I may have missed something here and there. But as far as things that I would improve, the load times are really slow for a mobile device. And again, I think they'll go ahead and make it more efficient as they go into full alpha, beta, and actual launch. So that doesn't concern me as much, but just be aware of it when you're going ahead and jumping in there for the first time. The load times are slow. And the other thing that may be added later, but at the time I did not see it. I like how you can go ahead and improve your weapons. You have different types of weapons that you can go ahead and use. I wish you could also level your character. as your character levels up, the health goes up, movement speed, all that fun stuff to help you really combat the higher dungeons. That may be a plan in the future. I'm a huge fan of leveling. It's just the personality that I have when it comes to games. I love to see the leveling. So hopefully they do add that in the game. And I'm sure they're going to add a whole bunch more features. Again, this is the pre-alpha view. As far as what's out there, I do like it. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'll obviously play here and there. But let me know your thoughts as far as the game goes. Did you have a chance to try? You can go ahead out there and try it if you want to. And just let me know down in the comments. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.